Yo, what's up everybody? Jay Bravo here, and welcome to a game called the Stanley Parable. This is by some developers called Galactic Cafe, who also did a similar kind of game called The Beginner's Guide. Very unique style games. I remember some YouTubers were playing it a couple years ago. This is pretty old. I think it's 2013. It's sort of a first-person exploration game. That's how they describe it. But it's very unique as I understand it, and I'm very excited to play it. I've been wanting to play it for a long time. I just never got the opportunity, but here it is. Here I am. Here you are, and we're going to do this together. So let's go. Already it's breaking the fourth wall type game. What the hell? Did that move on its own? I don't know. Anyway, let's do this. End is never, the end is never, this is loading. The end is loading. Never the end is loading. What? Me moo, my moo, daddy had a big problem with commitment. Yes.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That's me, I think.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee
It's a nice round
number
number.
427's job was simple.
Is that a prime
he
number?
He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
Is that me?
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk,
Sorry.
telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them,
Kill it.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished
Not only is he
moment
pushing
when orders
buttons,
came in.
you know,
Though he had been made
constantly,
exactly for
he's
this
doing it
job,
with one finger.
and Stanley was happy.
Who here types like that?
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
His life began
Something
to be
he would
narrated.
never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time.
What are we gonna
But
do,
as he
Stanley?
came to his wits and regained his senses,
What are we gonna
he got
do?
up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, that's me. Hello. Right. Uh-huh. 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 Hello? Hello? I imagine that's how he speaks. Alright, we're venturing forward, Stanley, you and me. Can't go in there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Could be the
Stanley
weekend.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fuck that. I don't. Is it? What?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Well, no, I mean, there's traces everywhere. It's not like it's an abandoned building or anything. There's clearly been people here. No personal artifacts, though. Oh, what's this?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference.
Wow.
Nor did it advance the story in any way.
That's nice. What does that say? I like big butts and I cannot lie. I like work. I just hate my boss. No comment. Alright, fine. You got me. Whoops. Oh, hey, buddy. That's a wall. Oh, turned off another computer. Is this something going to happen? Guy. Hey, there's a computer in there. I want to turn that one off, too. Can I go in here? No. Here? No. Okay, here? No. Hello? Interesting. Interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of two
son
open
of a
doors, he
beesh.
entered the door on his left.
Oh. It's gonna be like that, huh? Do I want to be the rebel? Or do I... Either way, this story must advance. So fuck you, narrator.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yes, I do.
Perhaps he wanted to
No, I
stop
don't
by
actually
the
know that.
employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Or get a cup of coffee. You don't know me. You don't know my life. Work to the bone here. Need some caffeine, boy. Alright.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments
What an
here in this
asshole.
immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Leave me alone,
Stanley
man.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Drinking nothing because the coffee maker's empty, and I don't know how to refill it. Alright, moving forward.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Did he? Did he really? How long can I disobey this guy for? Before it comes around and bites me in the ass. I'm just gonna...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Alright, alright. Nice jabs. Oh, these doors keep closing behind me. This is trippy. Wow. Oh!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
I never said
I
you
realize
were.
that investing your trust in someone
just a
else
cheeky
can be
little bastard.
difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Me?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Me?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who are we talking about?
She's been waiting.
Mom? What you talking about? You don't know me like that. Now I'm getting a creepy undertone to this. What the fuck? Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another.
My battery's about to
Pick up the
die.
phone.
Damn it. I need to change my camera battery, so I'm gonna let it ring. But I don't... I'm conflicted. Pause.
I'm the frogman. I go ribbit.
Sorry about that. Back in the game.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Okay, yes.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How
Thought
did
it
you
was
do
still
that?
gonna ring.
You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Well, now you know, bitch.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
You're full of shit.
Not picking up the phone is actually
I don't believe you.
an incorrect course of action.
I don't believe you.
How is that even possible?
Let me out.
None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything.
Let me out.
I don't understand.
Let me out.
How on earth are you making meaningful choices?
Let me out.
What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
What?
You're not Stanley.
Oh.
You're a real person.
Yes, I
can't
am.
believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices.
Well,
and to think
that
I've been
came to
letting
a head
you
very
run around
quickly.
in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Jesus.
Choice.
Oh my God.
It's the best part
That's
of being a
awesome.
real person.
Yeah,
But if
sure.
used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make?
Neither.
Remember
Well,
that unlike here, the
I
real
didn't
world
mean
makes
that.
sense.
If
And
I
at
had
no
the-
time should you make a choice that does not
If I
conform
had
to
the
rational
resources,
logic.
I would do the
If you find
previous.
yourself speaking with a person who
Fish.
does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the
I've had
person
that
to finish
feeling
their
before.
thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
This is
Turn
good
to
life
a partner
advice.
and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
Practice. All right. Nice. Oh. I'm ready.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
What even is this?
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
Just
Do
8?
you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you
have
begin
no
to wonder
idea.
if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast
deep.
infiniteness
That cuts
of
me
space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
All right. Let's do it.
Ah, welcome back.
This is a very
You
pretty
may have
room.
noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly
my God.
informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
It's not plugged in. Do I have to? I can't really do anything else. I guess I kind of have to, don't I? There's no way out other than the door. Stop, 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 stop. I'm begging you. More charts. Alright. What would happen if I just sit here? I don't have the patience. Alright, you got me. You got me. Right. Okay. I'm clicking literally everything. I don't want to play his game.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Oh.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
But
That
we've already
story would make
established
no
I'm
sense
not
at all.
Stanley.
We
I am
just
a
need to
real
get you
boy.
home as soon as possible before the narrative
My name is
contradiction gets any
Pinocchio.
worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Well, I can't jump off anyway, so I don't know what you're getting at. Huh. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift 1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift 5,000. Supposing that you survive. I can't jump off because there's a guardrail. There's a fence. So don't really have a choice, do I? You see, this is genuine. Whoa. Lack of choice. That's how you get people to do what you want them to do. You don't give them the choice. Just kidding. That sounded really demented. Mr. Narrator, what are we doing?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
I don't have a choice. Alright, let's do this. You win. We must progress the story.
Now remember,
What?
all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he? I don't think he did.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Oh, it's funny. It's funny. Yikes! Things got damn messed up. How messed up can we make it? That's the question. I don't want to go there. I want to go here. Oh. Alright, fine. I don't have a choice. I love these kind of games that kind of presuppose every inevitability. Oh. Alright.
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that?
I don't
what
know,
did
it
you
was
think
fun.
was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. What am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know
Probably
that
not.
my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
Yikes,
Is
man.
it better to shut the game down entirely?
You're
to
scaring
willingly
me, bro.
destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I...
This is awesome.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
No, you don't.
I have to.
Don't be like that. Yo, whoa, 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 whoa. Broke it. Buddy. Whoa!
I'm here. I'm still here.
Jesus.
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever.
I am.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
This is
It was the
awesome.
only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny?
A little bit.
You just had to see?
Yes.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I don't
He
like to
actually
be a
knows how to
copycat.
do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
And he's boring.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
No.
You're a child.
A little bit.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it. And
does
been
make you-
victorious.
it does
would
make
have
you
been so
wonder what it
perfect.
would have
I worked so
been,
hard
the
on it.
story.
I tried so hard.
Whoa.
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Was that supposed to happen?
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Was that
All right.
supposed to happen?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't know, that felt a lot like a glitch, but I don't think it was.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Is it
Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Is it
That
glitchy?
means choosing responsibly
Or is
and
this
always
part of the
putting the story
game?
first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I can't tell if that's a glitch or if that's a part of the game.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be
I'm
up
tempted
to the
to keep
task.
doing
Just
it.
follow
It
my
can't
lead
be a
and you'll be
glitch,
fine.
right? That's part of the
All right.
game, right?
When Stanley came to a set of
You
two
know what I'm
open
gonna do.
doors,
You know what I'm
he
gonna do.
entered the door on his left.
Yep. Just kidding.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the
was
story
that,
first.
3?
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Should've
Just
been
follow
counting.
my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is it just gonna keep doing this?
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as
one more
Stanley
time.
would.
One more
That
time.
means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
I sort of feel like I'm in
quite
an
sure you'll be
endless
up to the
loop. I
task.
don't think
Just
there's a way out
follow
of
my
this.
lead and you'll be fine. All
I could be
right.
wrong.
When Stanley came to a
If
set of
anybody
two
out there
open
knows what
doors,
happens if you
he
just
entered
keep
the door
doing
on
this
his left.
incessantly, let me know. I don't have the patience for it. This is my last time.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly,
I'm sure there's an
hurry.
ending for belligerently doing this over and over
Behave
and
exactly
over
as
again.
Stanley would. That
But
means
the
choosing
video must go
responsibly
on.
and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All
Just
right.
Open the door and I'll be fine.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now one more time.
No! Why did you do
I
that?
don't know.
Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly
Same.
as Stanley would.
Same.
That means choosing responsibly.
All right,
and
all
always
right, all
putting
right,
the
all
story
right, all
first.
right, all
I'm
right,
quite sure
all
you'll be
right.
up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Open it.
All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Fine. Uh-huh. All right, now what?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
He's just continuing as if that whole mental breakdown never happened. I don't understand. Get Chris out of the broom closet. What? Not cost efficient. Standard, what does that say? Standard graphs. Oh, I thought it was not cost efficient to get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to synergize paper. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergized guy. Who moved my desk? Jesus. Oh, this is a funny ass game. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, charts, and slides. Oh my god. This is too much. What do people want? Things, money, more money. Things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Jesus. Oh, this is good stuff. Synergize core value. Yeah. What? Monetize free to play. Hey, that's a good idea. Been done though, hadn't it? Oh,
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I suppose I did, didn't I? Alrighty, ho. Ho ho. This is a nice office. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be a nice office because it's a nice computer. Corridor. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Fill in the blank for yourself. What the F-bomb?
Stepping
is
inside his
gorgeous.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Shabamba Williams.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver. right there on the wall.
Shabamba Williams.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Is this actually going to work? Is this voice recognition? Night Shark, whatever the number was.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do.
I genuinely
asked
forgot
you
the number.
For this one single thing, for your
You're
respect.
right. You're right. No.
Kind
You're
of
right.
respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a
told
choice,
me
you know.
to.
You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
Is that a
Why
panda?
did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Oh, he did it again. Oh,
When
jeez.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh my God. This is freaky.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end?
I need you to walk through the door.
No, it's not.
Are you listening to me?
It's over.
Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Oh.
Stanley, this is important.
I thought it was a longer game than that.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist.
It was
without you.
hilarious,
You
though.
understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both
Only
correct.
30
you cannot
minutes.
be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I
Jesus.
need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know.
The floating world.
I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
Whoa.
Are you there?
I thought I
You
disappeared.
listening to this? Stanley, are you there?
This poor narrator. I've driven him to madness. Okay, I want to do it again, and I want to
You need time to
do what he tells me to do this time.
Time to make sure your choice is
Because I am genuinely I am genuinely curious what happens when you follow his storyline.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Let me out. There we go. Okay, I want to follow his stupid fucking storyline. Oh! What? Why am I back here?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No, again, there is a trace. I mean, what are these PTS reports? Oh, I keep forgetting. I want to turn off the other computers. How did I do that? Whoa! Why does that open and close? That's the only door that opens and closes. Interesting. What does it mean, Stanley? What does it mean?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, okay, fine. We did it. Happy?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I get
Feeling a
it.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
What's this?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
In due time, good sir, in due time. There's genuinely nothing in there. Wait a minute.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Wait a
walked
minute.
upstairs to his boss's office.
I couldn't go downstairs last time. Wait a minute. Right? Am I confused? I would have definitely disobeyed him if I had the
But
opportunity.
Stanley
Whoa!
just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
Maybe he is crazy.
He thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Okay.
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, Jesus.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
Oh my God.
And Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
This is trippy.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
This is trippy as balls, man.
Stanley is as awake right now
Give
as he's
me
ever been in
answers.
his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain beyond a doubt that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Oh my God. Some heavy dope. No.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh. Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town.
I killed myself.
To himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, For just a few
Oh
brief
my
moments, she
God.
considered
No,
the
I had a
strange
heart
man.
attack? I don't know.
He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Am I dead?
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane.
Oh my God.
I am in control.
This game
of my
is
life.
too deep.
I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension,
She's not
the rest of
crazy.
her life.
Not
She had
crazy.
no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Oh my God, what is this game? Oh man. Oh God, I'm back. I feel like there's a lot more of this. Holy shit, this is a fun ass game. I heard amazing things about this game, and I am not disappointed. I'm definitely gonna play this a little more. We'll see what happens. I don't know how much more there is to it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a little research too to kind of fish out some other endings. But holy shit, this is a fun game. These kind of games really get me. I like this kind of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sure a lot of people who are going to watch this video have seen this game been played or have played it themselves because, like I said, it's from 2013. So that's to be expected. But I wanted to do this for me. You know what I mean? Part of this channel is to kind of carve out some time to do the kind of things I like to enjoy. I love video games. And if I'm going to play video games, constantly and film them and put them on YouTube, I'm going to play some games that I want to play. And if you guys like it, that's awesome. And if you don't give me a hard time, but don't watch it. But anyway, if you like this, stick around, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you didn't like it, stick around anyway, because I'm going to do other games, newer games, and so on and so forth. But catch me in the next video. Peace. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, no, that wasn't part of the plan. Oh, fuck.